Can't stay focused during sex? Mind wandering all over the place? I got some tips that can help. Hello and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Matt from Cleveland Sex Therapy. I'm a licensed clinical therapist and certified sex therapist. Today, let's talk about anxiety during sex. First, it is quite common for everybody. But don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to share with you some exercises that you can start doing immediately that will help you reduce your anxiety and have mind-blowing sex. Before we dive into these exercises, let's explore some of the reasons why we get anxious during sex. First and foremost, sex is such a vulnerable act that takes place between two or more consenting adults. Being intimate with someone can open us up for criticism, and it can feel quite risky. Another reason we can feel anxious is due to body image issues. Especially here in the United States, we are all expected to look a certain way, and when we don't, we can feel immense shame. And this shame can cause us to create these blocks that stop us or hinder us from engaging with other people. So we do things like turn off the lights or drink a little alcohol to make it easier for us. And while I am all for some dark and drunken sex from time to time, our insecurities can really hinder us and hold us back. Lastly, we set ourselves up to fail by having so many expectations. We must perform in these certain ways or we are not a good lover. We are unqualified. We are inexperienced. That can put so much pressure on us, so no wonder we feel anxious when we're having sex. But now that we know why we experience anxiety during sex, let's talk about some of these strategies that will help. First, a disclaimer. All of these strategies are great to use before engaging in a sexual encounter. Find time inserting them into your self-care routine, and I will let you know which exercises are supposed to be done during a sexual encounter to help lower that anxious feeling. A body scan is a phenomenal way of getting in touch with your body and listening to what it's trying to tell you. Here you will start by getting in a relaxed position, either lying straight on your back or sitting up in a chair with your feet on the ground. You will then begin by engaging with some deep breathing. Breathing in deeply through your nose and exhaling fully through your mouth. After a few moments, what you're going to start doing is bringing attention to each and every body part. I recommend starting at the top of your head and working your way down to your feet. You will alternate tensing and relaxing each muscle in your body. And when you do this, notice what feelings are starting to arise. Through this series of softening and tensing your muscles, you will feel a relaxation wash over your body and experience this mind-body connection. A body scan can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 40 minutes, so make sure you set aside some time. Now this is a fun way of engaging in deep breathing. To start, sit with your back straight in a chair and rest your hand on your stomach. The whole point of deep breathing is to hijack your brain to calm your sympathetic nervous system. This will then slow the production of cortisol, which is your main stress hormone. To begin, inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, feeling your belly expand. Now hold that breath for 7 seconds and then exhale fully through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat 3 to 7 times and notice what feelings and sensations begin to arise. This is a great skill to use before, during, and after a sexual encounter. Similar to 4-7-8 breathing, box breathing takes a similar approach but just uses a different sort of sequence of numbers. What you're basically doing is creating a square with your breathing. You will breathe in for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and finish by holding your breath for 4 seconds. Repeat this 3 to 7 times and notice how you're feeling. Again, this is a great skill to use before, during, and after a sexual encounter. I'm sure you know what mindfulness is, but if not, I sort of describe it as an active form of meditation. The goal is to bring yourself to the present moment to then exert control over your surroundings. It helps make you more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations. When it comes to intimacy, a great mindfulness activity to do is to just start focusing on the temperature, texture, and pressure of the experience. By doing this, you're bringing yourself back into the present moment, thus lowering your cortisol and fighting that anxiety. Try it after this video and see what you notice. And last but not least, my absolute favorite strategy when it comes to fighting anxiety, diffusion. The point here is trying to unhook yourself from negative thinking. We can get very personal with our negative thinking. We say stuff like, I suck, I hate myself, I should be able to get aroused. A lot of shame-based thinking, which then creates all of this anxiety and insecurity. Defusion simply wants you to insert the phrase, I am having the thought, before those personal statements. So instead of saying, I am awful at sex, we say, I am having the thought that I'm awful at sex. This allows us to view this thought as temporary and not permanent, as all thoughts are temporary. We get to challenge the thought in these moments. This too is a great strategy to use before, during, and after intimacy. Anxiety is common in a lot of sexual encounters. Whether it is the pressure of being perfect, the fear that somebody's going to see our bodies, both of these, or something else, there are many, many ways of working through these thoughts and this anxiety, and I really hope that at least one of these 5 strategies will help you. All right, that's all I got. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite strategy was that I talked about, or maybe another strategy that I didn't mention in this video. Until next time.